So we're taking a little ride on the JC on RetroVolt with the OEM battery, 13 amp hour, and we started at 20.7 miles on the trip counter. So I haven't figured out how to reset the trip counter. You think intuitively, if you have the trip displaying, you would long press a button and it would reset it. But no, it doesn't reset it. So I have the Shinko 244 on the rear wheel, and with slime, with Mr. Tuffy tire liner. Because I don't feel like having to service the rear wheel too often. So, it's not foolproof, but hey. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was fiddling with my, trying to get my music started. Some noise behind me somewhere. So I'm noticing a lot more vehicles today, people hugging the shoulder, which is not too cool because we share the road here in this area with bicycles, e-bikes and such, scooters, various PEVs of different flavors. Yeah, that's how you do it. You whip into the spot and flick on the indicators, the signals at the last second. I mean, you know what happens is people panic. They want a parking spot so bad. If they just happen to catch the parking spot at that very second, they're like, that's it, we are there. So we're moving along, and we're gonna just run it a few miles and see how we do with the battery level now that I'm aware of how I was reading the gauges wrong. So since we're improving upon a mistake by knowing the correct trip range. I hear sirens behind me. Got over to this lane because we're making a left. Well, I think we'll go up to Ensign Avenue. We don't need to go too far. Genius, genius. Now you're blocking the whole road. Because they saw an e-bike, they're like, oh no, I'm gonna get in front of the e-bike, I don't care. So it's a gloomy day, the rain stopped. We're getting sunshine tomorrow though. There's that Meadowlands. I mean, I'm pedaling, but kind of ghost pedaling. So the gauge is at a 80% battery. We're at about 4 miles. We're gonna turn around here somewhere. Oh, this is that block. Do not enter. So it's still showing 80% and we're at about 6 miles. We're gonna pause for a water break. So here's the e-bike. I don't have the external battery on it now. a little awkward getting that kickstand to disengage. Let the bus go. No acknowledgement, no wave. I mean, on the previous e-bike, some of these bumps were kind of jarring. On this e-bike, we kind of glide over them. Pigeons. So we're at what does this come out to? We're at around 5.5 miles. Why are you slowing down? Excuse me. Yep. Actually, correction. We're at about 7 miles now. I'm bad at math, and I have to like subtract the numbers because I haven't figured out how to reset this trip counter, as I mentioned. and it's still showing at 80%. Although it shows 4 bars, so I don't know. I don't know with this battery. So I'm gonna probably measure how long it takes to charge. I know the charge rate is 2 amps. So I'll figure out how many watts. No, now is 7 miles. Yeah, okay, yeah. I told you my math is bad. And still showing. Oh no, it dropped down. Okay. When we hit the throttle, it sags down. All of a sudden. Now, what you gotta understand is this bike is meant to be ridden largely through throttle. Also, it draws more power in the process, higher peak power. Now it's reading 60%. 3 bars voltage sag. I mean, you gotta understand, it's a smallish battery. It is a 13 amp hour battery. Yeah, it's a smallish battery. My previous calculations with previous e-bikes, lithium-ion batteries, is I get about with my weight, I'm over 200 pounds. I get about a mile per amp hour. So hypothetically, I should get about 13 miles range on this e-bike. Maybe less, because I'm using throttle mostly. So my only real question with this e-bike is how much less range am I going to get, since I'm not pedaling as much. I'm going to pause a moment. Alright, so we're almost at 8 miles. This will give me a good feel for the range on this battery. So we're gonna head back. I'll have to verify the percentage by measuring the voltage when I get back. So I'll do all the screenshots I think with that. So this is gonna be the ride. That's gonna be the vlog. Except for the little update at the end of this vlog. Peace. So 29.4 miles at the end, 20.7 at the start, 60% battery on the gauge. We'll check the voltage.